Good morning, Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. I am speaking not only in my capacity as Chairman of the Tobago Business Chamber, I'm speaking in my capacity also as an attorney at law and also as a citizen who interacts with persons on the ground and one who can tell you that there really is a tremendous level of hardship being experienced by the ordinary citizen. We understand that these are difficult and challenging times, and we certainly appreciate the efforts made by the government thus far in managing and navigating our way through this COVID-19 crisis. However, at this point in time, we wish to offer a humble and respectful suggestion in terms of maybe a way that can offer some ease for, the frustrations of ordinary citizens and a way of possibly giving a boost and fillip to the restart of our economic recovery. We of the Tobago Business Chamber wish respectfully to suggest that the government consider the reopening of Tobago business generally. In other words, we are asking, and it can be used as a pilot project for Trinidad and Tobago. Recently, we saw the head of the World Health Organization spoke about ending the lockdowns. And I think the Minister of Health, Honorable Terence Dial Singh, has also said that he has to start looking at that. So we are respectfully suggesting that we use Tobago as the model, as the test case, the incubator, whereby we can see how reopening business in a limited controlled space, an island of 116 square miles, let's see how that works. And then we can seek to apply it broadly to Trinidad and Tobago thereafter. So we're asking that all flights be resumed to Tobago. That way, Trinidadians who may not be able to go on a vacation, may not be able to take their kids somewhere, that they can come to Tobago for a weekend, they can relax, they can enjoy themselves. But for them to have the full vacation experience, the beaches need to be opened fully, the restaurants and bars need to be opened fully. Of course, we ask that all the necessary protocols and sanitary and hygienic measures be put in place and strictly observed by the bar owners, the restaurant owners, and the tour operators on the beaches. But we are asking that you fully open up the Tobago economy, use it as a test case, and let's see if we can manage it. If we as Trinidad and Tobago can manage the reopening of the economy fully in Tobago, reopen all the businesses, reopen all the restaurants, reopen all the bars, reopen all the tour operators, all the activities at the beach, reopen everything, reopen the flights fully, okay? Of course, you will still have the limited capacity in terms of how many persons are on an actual flight, but have the flights running fully. And let's see how this works. So therefore, Trinidad and Tobago as a whole can get a snapshot of how the eventual opening up of the Trinidad and Tobago economy can work. It's a win-win both for the government and for the people. Many Trinidadians who wish to get a little runaway and escape, they will now be able to take their kids, come, go to the beach, enjoy themselves, stay in a villa, stay in a hotel. It would also be a boost for the Tobago economy, which has been suffering tremendously. And it will also help to lift the spirits of the population generally, in that persons can begin to, relax a little bit after the sacrifices they've made throughout this period of the lockdown. So we ask, Honorable Prime Minister, that you seriously consider this. So therefore, we're saying use Tobago as the incubator, use Tobago as the test case of course, observing all protocols. You will also have police officers on hand to monitor, to ensure that persons don't, abuse the situation, make sure that they still observing the social distancing and the spatial separations. But we're saying that, look, we can't remain in lockdown mode forever. And if it is that the government, of course, wants to manage it carefully, there's no better scenario than using Tobago as your place to do the gradual reopening, to show that, look, it can be done. So once it can be done and managed successfully in Tobago, we can then now look to replicate it. We're saying open the movie town cinema in Tobago. So therefore, Trinidadians who come across for a vacation, they could take their kids to see a movie, enjoy family activities again. They could go for hikes. They could, walk through the nature trails. They could explore the rainforest. They could go to the Buku Reef, enjoy those things. Because even with the limited option that was offered last Saturday, from what we are hearing, most of the tour operators are saying that it's impractical and it's just not feasible to say that you can go to the Buku Reef, but you can't enter the water. Because they say even for some of the operators, for getting into the boats, their normal way is that persons wade in through the shallow waters and then climb on the boats. So therefore, it really, while it has, appeared to be a start, it does not do enough. So our suggestion is open up Tobago, use Tobago as the model, and we will ask persons who come here, make sure that they're all screened at the port, make sure they're screened at the airport, have the temperature checks, make sure you monitor them to make sure they are not exhibiting the flu-like symptoms. But let's try and manage it in a way that we can show the world that Tobago can be an island where the economy can reopen successfully and be managed properly in a way that we understand that this COVID-19 is not going away tomorrow, it's not going away next week. We have to learn to live with it and manage our lives around it while seeking to still maintain the measures of controlling and limiting and inhibiting it. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, and thank you, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.